man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ready? Kill. Come on. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Drake. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Easy.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Check 31. Check 31. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Pick the edge. Hey, easy. Watch the safety creep.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Go. 36. Line 36. Run it.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray is going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's go. Hey, wahoo! Hey, QB's trash. Let's go. 5:34.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You ready? 34. You're good, you're good. 4, ready. He's checking. Crash.
Now Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Good job. Easy, opposite.
Brings up second and 8.
Safety's creeping.
At the 38-yard
Easy.
line.
SOS.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Alpha.
Now Breeze on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Sammy.
47-yard line.
Slam. You're good. 4, ready. Hey, seam 6.
On second down and 4, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
12. Hey, easy.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and
he's got daylight. The 40. The 20. 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A give to Kamara running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones.
He's crossing. He's trying.
On the ground, Kamara. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to have the first down past the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Past the 20. And he finds Fitzgerald. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Drake, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Check 52. Check 6.
They stay on the ground with Drake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Murray now. And he's got Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Yellow lady. Mike, 34. Hey, kill. Slam.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
What we got? We go 21. You got tight right there. Hey, easy.
Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
line.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And a cutback right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 43 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Check. Hey, 36 to Mike.
On second down, it's Drake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. 30, 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 68 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Drake. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Drake. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Latavius Murray. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 99 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Again, it's Kamara. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To throw is Murray. And now here is another interception. Hooked up by DJ Swearinger. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.